Jay.
Hi, Chloe.
Thanks for being in the interview.
Yeah, great to be here.
Thank you. Could you briefly introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Hi, everyone. My name is Jay. I'm Director of Partnerships at Cronos Chain. I'm from Singapore. I have been with Cronos for the past 2.5 years. And a bit about my background. I used to be in traditional finance, management consulting, and then moved to join Cronos in 2021 after exploring the Cosmos space for quite some time, and have been leading Cronos mainly on the partnership aspect, working with developers, building on a chain, supporting them, helping them grow and get users on the Cronos chain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you're based in Singapore, right? So what brings you to Seoul this time?
Yeah, it's lovely to be back. It's the Korean Blockchain Week, my second time here.
Yeah.
Really great atmosphere once again. Cronos is deepening our roots in Korea as well. So I think it's a great opportunity to meet Korean developers, Korean builders, and also all of the builders who came to KBW this time.
So we would like to know, what was the first coin that you ever bought? When and why did you buy it?
Yeah, so the first coin that I bought was ETH back in 2017. So I was part of the very crazy cycle back then. I was still in university back then, so a couple of friends introduced me to this revolutionary tech.
It's always college friends.
Yeah, always college friends who say like, oh, you can make 10x of your money next day. And of course, that time I was probably investing in equities, but just joined in the crypto craze and never looked back.
What exactly is Cronos, and how is it related to crypto.com and crypto.org?
Okay. Yeah, that's a great question. I think not many people understand the relations between Cronos, crypto.com, crypto.org, because all of them has the same similarity of being held together by the CRO token. Right, so crypto.com is the centralized exchange, very popular worldwide. Right? And sometime in 2019, they started the crypto.org chain, where the CRO token was issued on the chain. Right? So it's the crypto.org chain is used for the governance of the CRO token and to handle payments that that users do on crypto.com. Right? For Cronos, it's a bit special. Right? Cronos, we started in 2021. Right? We are an open source blockchain, EVM chain built on the Cosmos SDK. Right? So it's one of the few EVM chains on Cosmos, which makes it unique because we are interoperable between Ethereum ecosystem and the Cosmos ecosystem, allowing us to have assets across both ecosystems. Right? So Cronos allows for developers who code in Solidity to build their smart contract applications on the chain to target users primarily from crypto.com and also from other ecosystems. Right. So in short, Cronos is an EVM chain built on Cosmos, servicing applications from DeFi, NFT, and gaming, right? Targeting retail audiences from crypto.com.
Thank you so much. So yeah, Cronos is Cosmos SDK based chain. So I'm kind of wondering, what was the reason behind choosing the Cosmos tech? How is this benefiting the product?
Yeah, that's a great question. When we first started investigating how should we set up the Cronos blockchain, there were several tools available, right? Cosmos SDK being one of the more popular ones at the point of time. And Cosmos SDK allows for this level of modularity and interoperability within Cosmos itself and Ethereum, because we wanted to not just be just targeting the EVM users, right? Because we saw Cosmos as a space which was very vibrant, very exciting, and there were a lot of users in both Cosmos and Ethereum ecosystem. So at that point of time, it really makes sense for us to build EVM on top of Cosmos, and of course, to give a lot of tribute to the Ethereum team, which I think they were the OGs behind the EVM concept on Cosmos. Our chain team really worked hard together with them to develop this product and eventually launch Cronos in November 2021.
So what is Cronos focusing on right now? Is there any latest updates we need to know, or upcoming updates that you can share here with us?
Right. So as a chain, our core focus is to always have great applications, great products to the users of the chain. Right? So we are always focusing on delivering that experience of there being great products. So in Cronos, there are three key verticals: DeFi, NFTs, and gaming. Right? So we're always looking out for great builders that are building along the space. So DeFi has been a vertical on Cronos that has been growing gradually. Right? So most of the DeFi primitives like the DEX, money market, liquid staking, yield farming protocols, leverage protocols, perpetual DEX are on Cronos. And I think we are constantly trying to support DeFi builders that are on the chain to build great products for the Cronos users who are known as the Crow fam. Right? NFTs has been a very vibrant ecosystem on Cronos, especially because Cronos has a lot of retail users coming from crypto.com. Right? And retail users, they love NFTs. Right? They love to have a PFP representing their digital identity. Right? So we are always supporting NFT developers, NFT builders on their journey building on the chain, right? Giving them a lot of support from AMAs, from marketing, and helping to grow the NFT ecosystem. Right? Last but not least, gaming. Gaming has been a core vertical, especially this year. We managed to 5x the number of game studios that are building on Cronos, so roughly about 25 game studios building on Cronos right now. And games, why games? Right? Because games has been a great channel for users, for retail users especially, to onboard to Cronos and to keep using the chain to have this enjoyable gaming experience.
True.
Right? And I think Korea especially, we are very focused in the gaming space because Korea has a lot of great gaming studios.
Right? Sure.
So I think this KBW has been a great opportunity to meet a lot of Korean game studios.
Very cool.
To see if there is a collaboration opportunity for them to build on Cronos and to target the Cronos users.
What is the popular service on Cronos, and why do you think it's so popular?
So first I can answer this question across the three verticals of what's the most popular in DeFi, in NFTs, and gaming. Right? So one of the more popular DeFi applications on Cronos right now, it's called Fulcrum Finance. It's a perpetual DEX where people can go onto Fulcrum to trade tokens like ETH, BTC, Atom, perpetuals. Right? So why is it popular? It's because for DeFi traders on Cronos, it gives them access to leverage, it gives them access to trade tokens that they would like to long or short on Fulcrum easily. But then Fulcrum is very consumer-centric. There's a lot of consumer design around it. For example, social trading, they just launched it this week, allows traders to copy trade, right? The professional, let's say if I'm not a pro trader, I can copy trade a pro trader on the Fulcrum platform. Right? It makes it very easy for a new trader to get started. Right, they have trading competitions which they host every month, which incentivize activity on the perpetual DEX itself. Right, so they have seen very good growth and have done about 400 million trading volume over the past 3 months, which is a very great feat for them in DeFi. Right, within the NFT space, one of the more popular NFT collection, it's called Argonauts. So Argonauts, which is like a space character NFTs. And why they are so popular is because they have built an on-chain game around their NFT collection. Because NFT predominantly have been mostly like PFPs without much utility, and I think the space has evolved quite a bit. And the Argonauts team have built out several interesting gamified concepts where people can use their NFTs to have this special experience on chain. And for gaming side of things, just last week, the Crypto.com's Loaded Lion NFT collection launched their game on Cronos. Right, it has been very, very popular amongst the Cronos users. It's called Main City. The game, it's like an idle type of game, very popular in the App Store these days, but they tokenize the experience, allowing people to build their own city, their own tycoon city, their businesses on their land. And the Loaded Lion is a very popular NFT collection coming from Crypto.com amongst the Crypto.com users. Right, so when they launched this game, the attraction was great in terms of the number of active users. It actually right now it's top 10 games in the space today based on DevRadar.
Wow. Yeah. So Cronos is a proof of authority chain, and Cosmostation is one of the validators on Cronos. So we are kind of wondering what were some of the reasons behind choosing to work with Cosmostation?
Right. So it has been quite some time coming for you guys to finally be onboarded as a validator. I think the key reason is because when we are gradually expanding our validator set, we're always looking for teams that have experience running validators within the Cosmos ecosystem. And you guys have been running it for the past 5 to 6 years.
Right.
And I think that gives you guys this credibility of being able to run a validated node well. Right, so I think that is number one, because we always want to make sure that the partners that are validating the Cronos chain are able to do it well with like good uptime, so that there wouldn't be any like downside effects for the users of the chain.
This question is for those who want to learn more about Cronos. As a beginner, how can they get started and what kind of resources are available?
Yeah, so the easiest way to find out more about Cronos is to follow us on our social media platform.
Of course.
On Twitter, it's at Cronos_chain. We have our own blog as well, blog.cronos.org, and our website, cronos.org. I think that will give you plenty of resources to find out more about the Cronos ecosystem. We are also having a very deep focus in Korea right now. So within our blogs, we have like Korean translated articles.
Great.
Right? Several of the DeFi applications on Cronos, like VVS, Finance, Minted Finance, Minted Network, and Tectonic Finance have Korean supported languages within their website and their guides. So for Korean users especially, they are able to get onboarded to Cronos pretty easily because there's a native language support. Right, so long story short, head to our Twitter, our website, and that's where you can get a lot of information about Cronos.
Very simple. Thank you so much. Okay, lastly, is there anything you want to say to the potential Korean builders and users in Korea?
Right, so Korea, it's a market that Cronos will be expanding into. So there's a lot of opportunities for Korean builders. If you are building across DeFi, NFTs, and gaming, and you want to expand into the user base of Crypto.com, the user base that are existing in Cronos, right? I think it's a great opportunity to get started, especially if you are already familiar with coding and Solidity. I think there's many opportunities across DeFi, NFTs, and games. Right, we are always supporting builders through several programs. We have our Cronos Grant program, where if let's say you are an early stage project, there's this form of bootstrap funding to support your growth on the chain. And if let's say you're a more mature project that is looking to raise funds from venture investors, we have a Cronos Accelerator program where we work with projects through a 12 weeks duration. Every week there's a workshop, there's mentorships, we connect projects with venture capitalists. And eventually at the end of the 12 weeks, there's a demo day where projects can pitch their products, their decks, and try to raise funds from our VC network. Right. So all in all, there are several like funding support, marketing support, and technical support that we help builders, especially for Korean builders, which we have a strong focus on, to build on Cronos and to grow on Cronos. Right. We see ourselves as like the middleman, where we want to ensure that when you launch on the chain, it's not just at the start, but it's a constant hand-in-hand where we help you to nurture your growth, help you to get users, eventually find success on Cronos itself.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the interview.
Thanks for having me.